Let's begin in child's pose. Separate your knees wide. Bring your big toes together to touch and stretch your hips back and down. Reach your arms overhead and relax your forehead on the mat. Gently press the hands forward and feel your hips stretch. As you inhale, feel the air draw all the way down to the base of your ribs. And exhale, press it gently out your nose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And one more. Inhale and exhale. Slowly walk your hands to the right side. Maybe stack your left hand on top of the right. Keep your hips rooted down and breathe into your left side body. Walk the hands back to center. Then walk your hands over to the left. Take a few breaths here. Feel the opening in your right side body. Come back to center. Make your way back to tabletop. Inhale, cow. Pull back with the hands to send the chest forward. Exhale, cat. Puff up the upper back. Inhale, cow. Shoulder blades pull together. Heart reaches through. Exhale, cat. Push through the hands to round the spine. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat pose. One more. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Come back to tabletop. Puppy dog pose. Walk your hands out in front and let the chest fall toward the floor. Rest your forehead or your chin on the floor, but keep your hips over your knees. Breath in, reach forward. Soften the chest toward the floor. Exhale. Reach the hands forward as you inhale. Soften down, breath out. Tabletop. Walk the hands back under the shoulders. Stretch your right leg back. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, squeeze. Right knee to tricep. Then inhale, push it back behind you, lengthen. And exhale, squeeze it in. Right knee, right tricep. Then last time, inhale, stretch long. Exhale, tabletop. Extend your left leg back. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, squeeze, left knee to left tricep. Then inhale, stretch it back long. And exhale, left knee to left tricep. Squeeze it in. Inhale one more time, stretch back long. Exhale, tabletop. Puppy dog pose. Keep your hips over your knees and start to walk your hands out in front. Reach your hands forward until the chest starts to lower toward the ground. Let the forehead come to the ground, or maybe rest the chin on the ground. Breath in. Maybe spider crawl the hands a little farther forward. Relax the chest down. Exhale. Lengthen through the shoulders. Inhale. Relax down. Exhale. Reset the hips over the knees if you need to. Slide forward onto your belly. Then push down through the tops of your feet and inhale to Cobra. Lift your chest off the mat. Press the feet down into the mat. Breath out. Pull your throat back. Inhale. Press your hips down into the mat. Exhale. Drag the mat back with your hands to stretch through the front body as you inhale. Exhale, lower the chest back to the mat. Push up to tabletop. Inhale, kneeling side plank. Step the right foot back and sweep the right arm to the sky. Breath out here. One more breath. Lift the hips even higher and open across the chest. Gate pose. Lift your torso up, then let your right hand slowly come down to your right knee or shin. Stretch your left arm overhead. As you inhale, stretch through the left arm. Feel the opening in your left side body. Exhale, let the right hand slide lower down the right leg. Deepen into the stretch in your right inner thigh. Last inhale, stretch long. Exhale, stargazer. Reach your left hand to the top of the mat and root it down. Then inhale, stretch your right arm along your ear. Send the hips gently forward and twist your torso toward the sky. Exhale here. One more breath in here. Return to tabletop. Side plank, knee down, second side. Inhale, left foot back, left arm to sky. Let the breath out. Soften the gaze. Push the hips higher. Inhale. Gate pose. Lift your torso up, left hand toward the left ankle, right arm drapes across the ear. Inhale, twist your torso toward the sky. Exhale, hinge a little deeper toward the left. One more inhale, reach through the right fingertips. Exhale, stargazer pose. Bring your right hand to the top of your mat. Inhale, stretch your left arm along your ear. Press your hips gently forward, then turn your torso toward the sky. Breath out. Maybe let the head hang. Take one more inhale. Back to tabletop. Root through the L's of your hands. Tuck your toes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Push the mat away. Let your side body stretch. Inhale. Let the heart soften toward your toes. Exhale. Send your tailbone high to the sky. Inhale. Relax your ankles to the mat. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Make your way to a seat, legs in front, knees bent. Janu Shavasana. Lay your left leg out long and place your right foot inside your left inner thigh. Janu twist. Plant your right hand behind you and bring your left hand to your right knee. Lengthen your spine and twist to the right. Turn your torso back center. Stargazer, plant the right hand behind you. Push onto your right knee. Lift your hips, swoop your left arm along your ear, and turn your torso towards the sky. Breath out. Let the chest puff up as the head inches back toward the floor. Inhale, reach through the arm, aim the chest toward the sky. Take a breath out, relax the neck. One more breath in here. Slowly lower your hips down and plant both feet on the ground. Janu Shavasana. Stretch your right leg long and pull your left foot to your right inner thigh. Janu twist. Place your left hand behind you. Bring your right hand to your knee and twist left. Turn back to center. Set the left hand behind you for stargazer pose. Then inhale, press up onto the left knee as the right arm swoops along your ear. Turn your torso up toward the sky and press your hips forward. Breath out. Let the chest puff up as the head inches back toward the floor. Inhale, feel the opening in your chest. Breath out. Maybe let the head hang. Take one more inhale. Slowly lower your hips down and plant both feet on the ground. Come to a wide-legged seat. Separate your legs wide. Flex your feet so your toes face up and stick your butt out. Turn to face your left leg and reach your arms overhead. Inhale. Then exhale. Tilt towards your right leg and let your right arm drop toward the ground inside your right thigh. Press your left hip down. Rotate your chest to the sky and breathe into the stretch in your right inner thigh and your left side body. Release your left hand back and come back to center. Turn your torso to face your right leg. Sweep your arms up overhead. Breath in. And then tilt to the left, letting your right hand drape across the right ear, maybe finding the ground overhead. Drive down through the right sit bones and stretch the right arm farther overhead. Reach for the toes, then tilt your torso toward the sky. Breathe here. Come back to center. Release your right hand down. Twisted fold. Turn your torso toward the right leg. Reach for your outer right foot with your left hand and fold forward. Keep pulling your left rib cage toward the foot as you inhale and softening down into the fold as you exhale. Then release your foot or leg and come back to center. Twisted fold. Turn to face your left leg, then capture your outer left foot or calf with your right hand and fold. Slowly pull the chest closer toward the left foot as you breathe. Release the leg or the foot and come back to center. Inhale to lengthen your torso. Then, leading with your chest, hinge from the hips and start to tilt forward. Once you reach your max, soften your hands down to the mat in front of you. Relax your shoulders and soften your chin towards your chest. Slowly lift your torso back up. Draw your legs together and place your feet on the mat. Gomukhasana. Lay your left leg down and sweep your right leg on top. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Bend your elbow. Then swoop your right arm behind you and maybe capture your hands. Take a deep breath in. Lean your head back. Press into the bind and open your chest. Then exhale. Start to hinge forward from the hips. Soften your outer hips and let your low back curl. Maybe fold an inch or maybe bring the head all the way down toward the knees. Release your bind and slowly come back up to a seat. Release your hands behind you, untangle your legs and bring your feet to the mat. Maybe let your knees fall side to side. Gomukhasana, second side. Lay your right leg down and drape your left leg on top. Stretch your right arm to the sky. Bend your elbow, swoop your left arm behind you and capture your hands. Lengthen your spine and take a big inhale into the stretch in your shoulders. Then exhale. Start to hinge forward. Relax your outer hips and relax your low back. You might come forward just an inch, or you might come all the way down toward your legs. Release the bind and slowly start to crawl back up to a seat. Bring your hands behind you. Untangle your legs and plant your feet down. Maybe let your knees swing side to side. Draw the soles of your feet together and let your knees open wide. Then grab onto your ankles. Wrap your hands around your feet. Then inhale as you sit up tall. Begin to hinge at the hips. Breathe out as you pull your chest forward, straight out in front of you. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen your low back. Then exhale. Fold down over your legs. You can put your face toward your feet or your chest toward your feet. You can completely release and let gravity pull you deeper into the stretch in your inner thighs. Or you can keep lengthening on your inhales and pulling yourself further down on your exhales. Start to rise up, come back to a seat. Draw your knees together and plant your feet on the mat. Fire log pose. Lay your right shin bone down and cross your left leg on top. Inhale, press through your sit bones and sit up nice and tall. Fold over the legs as you exhale. Breathe into the stretch in your outer hips. Gently start to walk your hands back towards your shins and come to a seat. Release your hands behind you and plant your feet on the ground. Put your knees at the ceiling, and if you want, let your knees just windshield wiper side to side to neutralize your hips. Lay your left shin bone down for fire log pose. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. Exhale, walk your hands forward and fold. Let your head hang, chin toward your chest, and soften into the stretch in your outer hips. Gently start to walk your hands back in. Bring your hands behind you and plant your feet flat on the mat. Maybe let your knees fall side to side to neutralize your hips. Cross your shins, plant your palms, and find downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, half pigeon. Right knee to right wrist. Lay the shin bone down. You can stay here or deepen by sliding the right foot forward toward the wrist or by crawling the back foot farther away from you. Inhale here. Exhale, fold and release completely. Slowly lift your torso back up. Exhale, down dog. Push through your palms, tuck your back toes, and step back. Inhale, send the left foot up and away from you, three-legged dog. Exhale, half pigeon, second side. Take a moment here to find a position that feels good. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Rise back up. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Keep the toes pointing down. Exhale, step your right foot wide for lizard pose. Let your back knee lower as you relax into your hip. Let your shoulders be soft. Relax your face. You should feel a stretch in your right inner thigh, maybe in your front left hip flexor. Turn your right toes out for corkscrew pose. Let your right knee fall open as you reach your right arm back and capture your back foot. Let the hips keep slowly descending toward the mat as you take long breaths in and out. Release the foot. Bring the hands back to the mat. If you lowered your elbows or your back knee, lift them back up. Then push firmly through the hands. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Lift the front foot and step it back. Inhale, left leg to sky, three-legged dog. Lizard pose. Step your left foot wide, outside edge of your left hand. Gently lower your right knee down and relax your upper body. If it feels good, you can come down onto your elbows, maybe hang your head. Turn your left toes slightly out for corkscrew. Reach your left arm up and back and capture your back foot. As you inhale, pull the foot closer in towards your glute. As you exhale, let the hips fall lower to the mat. Release the foot. If you lowered your elbows or your back knee, lift them back up. Then push firmly through the hands. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Lift the front foot and step it back. Come to a seat with your legs out in front of you. Staff pose. Plant your hands on the mat beside your hips and lengthen your legs out long. Lengthen through the low back and stick your butt out. Inhale here. Then exhale. Hinge from the hips and start to fold forward. Walk the hands out to the calves or maybe the feet. And let the elbows go wide as you pull your sternum forward, lengthening your low back. And soften your head toward your knees. Gently start to walk yourself back up to a seated position. Draw your knees in and plant both feet on the ground. Reverse tabletop. Walk your hands behind you and inhale as you lift your hips off the ground. As you breathe out, push down through the feet to lift the hips higher. Inhale. Feel the rib cage pull up toward the ceiling as the shoulders draw down towards the floor. Bring your hips down to the mat and lower all the way back. Extend both legs to the sky for shoulder stands. Push into your hands and pull up your low back, your mid back, and your upper back. Then push your spine towards your chin as you stretch the legs up to the sky. Then start to wiggle your shoulders toward each other and prop yourself up on your triceps. Push through your toes and soften your chest. Just breathe here and feel the reverse pull of gravity on your legs and feet. Release your feet behind you, roll your spine all the way back down, and put your feet on the mat. Draw both knees into your chest and squeeze. Take one final long inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. Lay the legs long. Let the arms come down by the hips. Turn the palms up and settle in. Start to deepen your breath. Come back into your body. Namaste.